What's up guys, it's Pratt from PR Tech Reviews, and today I'm going to be talking about Google I/O. So without further ado, let's get started. So to start off, the first major topic that was discussed was Android M. Like last year, Google has released a developer preview and has nicely named it with only a single letter instead of a full name. Unlike Android L, we do not see a huge visual overhaul, but instead, plenty of needed under-hood changes and some added features. One of the biggest and coolest features is Now on Tap. This basically enhances Google Now, allowing it to work in any app as it is able to read the contents on the screen and perform Google searches on tasks. As shown in the keynote, Google Now is able to recognize that the song that is playing is by an artist named Skrillex, and is able to perform a quick query on his name. Basically, Google Now is able to recognize the context in which it is being used and is able to react on the information that is given to it. With this in mind, Google Now has become a lot more powerful as it is better integrated into the OS and is able to recognize what exactly you want, which translates to a more natural experience. The next big accomplishment that has come to Android M is that app permissions have become more powerful and easier to control. Just like Google Chrome or other web browsers, Android will now ask you after installing the app whether you want to approve certain permissions or not for certain applications. Basically, the first time you try to use your microphone in the app, it will ask you if you want to make sure you want to use this app, in which you can decide whether or not to deny or accept the request to use the microphone. They also made the features a lot easier to use by renaming everything, such as phone, microphone, location, so it's easier for the user to understand what permissions they're exactly controlling. The next new feature is the new Chrome custom tabs. Links in Android have never been handled well, and finally Google has come up with an answer. Basically, Chrome now opens all external browser links faster and more efficiently. Also, the OS is smart enough to know the app to open when a certain link is pressed. For example, if you click a Twitter link, the Twitter app will automatically open instead of asking you to choose between Chrome or Twitter. Smartphones are amazing tools in our life, but one thing is lacking: battery life, especially when we go to bed and we forget to plug it in or we use our phones as our alarm clocks. Google now has an answer to this, and it's called Doze. Doze allows Android to go into a deep sleep sort of state when the phone detects that it is not moving. It allows standby times to increase, allowing for better battery life when the phone is idle. Rest assured, you will still be able to receive high priority messages and alarms when needed. It's more like Apple's AppNap if you have Mac, except AppNap's the whole OS. We also see the addition of USB Type-C support, which is a big plus as Google wants to make it the new connection standard for smartphones as well. With USB-C, Google has added to the OS a new feature in which you can charge another device with your own phone's battery, which could be useful in certain situations. This can also be integrated into power banks, which is a pretty interesting concept. The last Android M feature that was really big was the update to Google Maps. Maps now provides navigation offline and much more. Basically, Maps is now useful as you won't need an internet connection to use its services. This could help when you live in an area with a spotty connection, travel through the subway system, or just don't want to waste data or battery life on directions. The coolest addition to Google's fleet of productive products was their new iteration of Google Photos. They've streamlined it by making it its own app, made it more spacious by allowing unlimited storage of compressed images and videos, and they've made it more powerful by adding new techniques to organize and sort out your photo collection. Google Photos is now a standalone app, and Google Plus is not needed to use it. Now there's also the addition of unlimited storage of an unlimited number of photos. The only drawback is that photos are limited to 16 megapixels and videos are limited to 1080p. But for smartphone users, that will be just enough or even greater than enough, as most cameras are about 16 megapixels or less. But for more professional use or that 4K video, it might not be the best option as they're going to be compressed. What's amazing about the new Google Photos, however, is the new face tracking and organization features it offers. Now Google Photos will be able to recognize the people in a photo, and you can search for photos of only a single person. The coolest part is you can see how that person changed over time. As demonstrated in the keynote, we're able to see the niece of the speaker at 5 years old and then at birth, all organized in one place under her name. Google Photos is allowing the organization of places or background scenery in order to identify the correct location of a photo. So for example, say you wanted to find all the pictures that you took of the sky. Google Photos can now find every picture that includes the sky. That main theme is that Google Photos has been contextually awakened, being aware of its surroundings, and is able to interact and use that data efficiently. The next thing they updated was Android Wear, making it ever so powerful. For example, when using Google Maps, the screen will always be on for glanceable directions. Also, there is a new launcher, and my favorite feature, although similar to Apple Watch's draw feature, is the ability to draw an object and change it into an emoji to send to your friend. Come on, smartwatches are getting so much fun now. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to be more powerful than phones. Project Brillo was also announced at Google I/O. What exactly is Project Brillo? Well, basically it's the Internet of Things, and basically home automation. It allows other devices to be connected together in one OS and one language, and allows them to share data. This allows for basically like a garage door to talk to the rest of your house and act accordingly. For example, say you open your garage door, then you can trigger on house lights through home automation or do something else. Say your car was playing music when you were entering the garage door, well then your car can send out a signal to the home stereo system, tell it what song it was playing, tell it what time it was playing, so you can walk in seamlessly listening to your music as you transition from your car to your home. But the main theme here is that Google is now more contextually aware of what's going on, and the computers are able to process that and iterate that, which is very amazing, as we haven't seen that from any other company yet. Android Pay is a new app by Google that kind of replaces the wallet service that's already there. Instead of formally replacing it, though, it basically allows Apple Pay devices to be able to recognize Android devices and be able to use Android Pay. So basically it's Google's version of Apple Pay, but easily integrated into Apple Pay dongles. So now it's, instead of competing with Apple, they're working in Apple in a way to try to support mobile payments and make it a more cool niche, I guess. Google Cardboard has also advanced. As shown in the keynote, it can now accommodate bigger size devices, at the max size being 6 inches. Also, teachers are now able to use Cardboard in their classrooms for virtual field trips. They also released a new GoPro rig that had 16 different cameras that did VR, and they introduced VR to YouTube. Those were pretty much the big announcements at Google I/O, the ones that I found online that were pretty interesting and kind of needed to be covered. I hope you guys liked this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, do everything, show your love. Tweet us, follow us on Periscope, Instagram. I think we're going to make a Snapchat. I don't even know if I'm going to make a Snapchat, but most likely I will. Follow us on everything. Also, I'll have a link in the description to PR Gaming. That's our other channel. We have our new members, Brandon, Matt, and there will be hopefully someone else. There's another member I'm not going to name yet. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.